We are getting ready to film kind of a fun video here. We're gonna try our first date night in a box. It's a subscription box, and I'll link their website in the description of the video, but I called it a description box, didn't I? It's a subscription box. I will link it in the description box below the video. And I don't remember how long we did it for, if we did it for 6 months or a year, or if we're just doing it recurring. I can't remember how that works. I'll look into the details and put the prices and stuff, but they just send you like a randomly themed, basically like a kit for a date night, and the theme of this one was Throwback. So I'll show you what we got. We got like a little booklet that explains everything that will be happening. They give you like a Spotify playlist and some recipes and then a bunch of stuff to do, and we've got like some candies and a Rubik's Cube, some fun like 80s 90s style glasses, and then we have this game that we'll show you later because we'll play it later, but it involves karaoke, so there's a blow up microphone. I think it's going to be kind of fun. Okay, so we've got the recipes. There's a website. First thing we're making are homemade Hot Pockets. So we've got puff pastry. We just bought some that looks like this. And we thawed it out in the microwave. And alright, it says using a knife, cut the puff pastry into 3 sections vertically. And then next, cut each section in half, making 6 squares. So it's already got lines where it's vertical. I think probably butter knife, huh? We don't want it to be...
Shouldn't have to be sharp.
No, so we're gonna cut it right down the little score here, and then also this way. And this recipe makes 3 Hot Pockets. So we're gonna put a tablespoon of sauce on 3 squares of dough. And I'm just gonna use a regular spoon for that. Be close enough.
Mix it up a little bit.
Yeah. And our sauce of choice is Green Mill Classic Pizza Sauce, so it doesn't specify what type you need to use. And we're gonna put, and this is just on 3 of them, because the other 3 are the caps. I'm sure that is the definitive cooking term. Caps. It calls for provolone and mozzarella, and we found both in the same bag, so score. Put a little bit of cheese in the middle.
And some Hormel pepperoni.
Yep. And I would imagine you could do whatever you wanted. If you wanted to have sausage or olives, or whatever you wanted based on the size or your preferences. Probably just like 2 or 3 little pieces of pepperoni, I would think. I mean, this is so insanely easy. If these turn out, this could be like a staple kind of food, don't you think?
Yeah.
And then it says basically just to put a little tiny bit more sauce and a little tiny bit more cheese to top them off. Alright, and then the last thing is the oregano, and it said fresh chopped oregano. We are not fancy enough for that. So we just went with some dried oregano leaves from the grocery store, and this is new, so I need to open this up.
Just shake it a little bit.
Yeah. Alright, and then next step is place the remaining squares of dough on top of each square, then using a fork press down on all 4 sides to create a pocket. Using the same fork, poke holes in the top for ventilation. Just going to use some Pam spray. We're going to transplant these fellas. I mean, I assume it's kind of like a pie, like when you do a pie. I know you kind of score the edges of a pie with a, I say as
coming from
I've never made
super
a
pie expert.
Never made a pie in my life.
We just seen it on TV.
Yep, everything I'm telling you today comes from what I've seen some other person do on TV.
Are we done with the sauce?
Yes, I think we're done with the sauce. Okay, and then next step, place in the oven, cook for 10 to 15 minutes or until puff pastry is golden. It does say if you so desire, you can take them out early and throw some extra cheese on the top, but I think we're good.
So we're good? They look like Pop-Tarts.
They do kind of look like Pop-Tarts. All right, we're gonna stick those in the oven.
For how long?
10 to 15 minutes.
It's 5 o'clock right now, so.
And then next step is the salad. We are not huge salad people, so we just bought a bag salad and we're just gonna chuck that together real quick.
Oh, look at that brown piece.
I think we're gonna go ahead and,
This is a brown piece.
we're gonna go ahead and skip the salad.
Because we're such good planners, let's get this stuff and do it. And then this is best if used by May 29th, and it's June 6th.
To be fair, we
Right.
had it planned for a couple of other times that didn't work out, so that's part of it. It's no big deal. It was the least inventive part of date night, so we'll survive without a salad. If you were interested, the actual recipe was for some olive oil, vinaigrette, salt and pepper for the dressing, and then romaine lettuce with carrots, cherry tomatoes, cucumbers, and sunflower seeds. So we're gonna skip it. We are gonna make homemade dunkaroos though.
Ooh, watch your heads, people.
Okay, so for the homemade dunkaroos, it's...
I'm thinking we...
So here's what we have here. Let me get you back down here. So you need 1/4 cup of marshmallow fluff, 2 tablespoons of whipped cream cheese, sprinkles, and honey graham cracker sticks. I couldn't find graham cracker sticks, so we're just gonna break the graham crackers into pieces.
This is the first time I've ever bought marshmallow fluff.
Yeah, never. I've never bought it for anything before.
That's what marshmallow fluff looks like.
In case you didn't know, that's what it looks like. 1/4 cup of marshmallow fluff and 2 tablespoons of the cream cheese. We don't really like cream cheese in this house, but there are certain things that it just, you know, it's just part of it. And this will be sweetened up by the marshmallow fluff, obviously.
And we're supposed to use a thing. Can't we just stir this together?
We can try. It does say to use a hand mixer, but and then yeah, you just put it in a small bowl, hand mixer or stand mixer until combined, top with sprinkles, and serve. Great value decorating sprinkles like you would get for making cookies. It doesn't tell you how much it needs to put in, so obviously you just kind of, just enough to make it look cute, I think, is the idea. And we made it, so it won't look cute, but there it is. A little bowl full of Dunkaroo mix and some crackers. Okay, so down to the last thing, which is some fruit punch. Booyah fruit punch is what it's called. And it's 1 cup of fruit punch, 1/2 cup of lemon lime soda, and 2 tablespoons of freshly squeezed orange juice. We do not have freshly squeezed orange juice. Our orange juice is coming out of a normal container, but we're just gonna make it in here with some ice, and then we'll pour it into the glasses right before we eat. 1 cup of fruit punch.
Let's go a little. That's a little lower because we're taking up.
I mean,
space.
also,
That's good.
it's a fruit
I mean,
punch,
it's
so
close
I
enough.
don't think we're gonna...
Just like get it, yeah.
Okay. And then a 1/2 cup of lemon lime soda, which we went with 7-Up.
1/2 cup?
1/2 cup, yep.
It's the middle one over there.
The middle one over there. Okay, yep. I see it. Okay, and then 2 tablespoons of orange juice. I wouldn't even bother measuring. I would just throw a splash in there. Yeah, that's about good, I would say. We'll show you the finished product in a minute. Okay, here's the table setup. Here's the final product. They look pretty good. They smell pretty good. We're gonna pour out some of our punch.
Classy.
Yeah, isn't that classy? What do we think? Does it look good?
How's my new look?
Oh, classy.
90s, yeah.
Super classy. I'm over here, even though you can't really see me. So the last piece, the last piece will be, for the dinner portion anyway of the evening, will be to play the Spotify playlist that they give us. And it's just called DNI Throwback for this, and it's like some of the songs, for example, in it are Aha, Take On Me, Michael Jackson, Beat It, The Police, Every Breath You Take, Van Halen, Jump. Perfect. I mean, it's gonna be good. So
let's rock out. What's the first one?
Wonderwall by Oasis. All right, we're gonna go enjoy our dinner and we'll check in afterwards to let you know how it tastes. Okay, so I just realized we should probably actually let you watch us taste them. Oh. See if we like them. So get a good bite in there and see what you think, and I will too.
It's hot.
Tastes good?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I like it. Good.
Okay, I'm gonna give mine a taste. Got a bite with a little bit of pepperoni and cheese in it. Mmm. Mmm. Very good. The puff pastry is really light and crispy and flaky.
Yep.
And then I mean, we love green mill, so the pizza sauce is great. Yeah, and you could totally put any kind of fixings you wanted in these. I mean, they wouldn't even have to be pizza for that matter. You know, you could put taco type fixing or quesadilla type fixing or whatever you wanted in the puff pastries, and they'd be.
Spread the sauce out a little bit more.
A little more, yep.
We could, because the edges stayed together better than I thought. So.
Yep, I would agree.
We could do that.
I would totally agree. All right, now we're gonna go enjoy our dinner. Okay, so we just finished dinner and we wanted to test out the dunkaroos here. The consensus on dinner is still that it was very good.
Yeah, they turned out good.
Yeah, we will definitely be making those again. And then we have a little bit of a
there's one question we want
quiz
to answer
here we thought, yeah, we should share. But let's try the dunkaroos first. So this is the marshmallow fluff, cream cheese, sprinkles, graham crackers. Very good.
It's actually good, yeah. Now, I don't remember dunkaroos myself. I think I'm too old.
I think those were a 90s. This is 80s, 90s,
yeah.
And I think those were a 90s thing.
So
but
I can't like compare it, but
no, but
I enjoy this.
Very, very good.
Yeah.
So this game is called What You Talking About, Willis Table Talk.
What you talking about, Willis?
Everybody knows where that's from, right? Tell them
If
where
you're
it's
our
from in
age.
case they don't know.
What's his name? Gary Coleman? Different Strokes.
Different strokes. Yep, that's where that comes from. And it's basically, it was 5 questions to talk about what we ate that were like things about our childhood. And so we went through and we chatted about them. But the last one we thought was really good. So it was, what was your first tech gadget and how old were you when you said goodbye to dial-up internet? So first, let's do the tech gadget.
My first tech gadget was a Commodore 64.
Who knows?
Who knows that one? Anybody?
Nobody knows.
It had a keyboard, a monitor, and a giant disk drive. And that was basically the computer. It was a floppy disk drive. So you had the big, you know, what were they, 5.5?
5 3/4.
Yeah, 5 3/4 disk.
The actual floppy disk, not the little plastic ones
Yeah.
that came later.
So you put that into the disk drive, and then I had a couple games on it, and then you had to run like 10, line 10, start, or line 20, you know, X
DOS.
equals
Like
2.
DOS.
And then, yeah.
Disk operating system, right?
Yeah, something. Line 30, y equals 5, and then you can do x, you know.
Insane.
So, that's how old.
Mine was probably a computer too. And we didn't actually have a computer, but my dad brought his home from work on the weekends. And it was old. It was Windows 3.11, I think. When Windows...
Best of Entertainment?
Yes, Best of Entertainment, Chips Challenge, Microsoft, please. For the love of everything good, please re-release Best of Entertainment.
Yeah.
Ski Free, Pipe Dream or whatever.
Minesweeper,
come on. Chips Challenge, come on. Anyway.
You'd make money on that for our age group.
We also had a golf.
Put it on the app on your phone now.
We also had a golf game. Do you remember what it was called that was on there? I don't remember what it was called, but it was the most basic golf game ever, but we loved it. We played it all the time. So yeah, it was old school computers.
When Windows were actually Windows.
Were actually Windows, yes. So, now we're really going to get all about how old we are. How old were you when you said goodbye to dial-up internet? While we were married...
We were married in our first apartment, and still dialing up.
Mm-hmm. We were just talking about how we remembered we got the AOL discs in the mail, and it would be like 30 days before you had to give them your credit card.
Yeah.
No credit card required. Have your 30 free days.
I mean...
And it made the awful, screechy noise when it was dialing up. You couldn't be on the phone at the same time as the internet. No. And we were just saying the website we remember going to was M&M's. And you couldn't buy M&M's from this website. It was just pictures of M&M's. And that was amazing. No. Like we'd never seen an M&M before.
I never had internet in high school or...
No. Nothing even close. Nothing even close. So before we got DSL, which was kind of the first non-screechy dial-up internet, we were in our late 20s.
Probably, yeah.
He may have been close to 30. I was for sure in my late 20s. I feel like, anyway. I think so. So, we're old is the moral of the story.
Yeah.
Now, we can't keep these out of our mouths, so obviously you can see they're good.
Mm-hmm.
We also have some candy we should show you real quick that we'll probably munch on later.
Pop Rocks.
Yeah, cotton candy flavored Pop Rocks.
And we'll probably have Coke with those. And our stomachs will explode.
I'm sure that they will, yes. A ring pop. And a candy necklace. And those aren't like, there's no instructions or anything for those. Those are just something that we have. We do have another treat that's out in the freezer that we can't forget about for later, too. Anyway, we do have another treat in the freezer that we'll show you later. Some freeze pops. But what's next is gnarly trivia.
Ooh.
So.
We'll see how many we get right.
We're going to go do a few of these. And then, we'll let you know how we do. And maybe we'll share a few of the answers with you. What might you be enjoying?
I might be enjoying a ring pop.
And we just had some Pop Rocks. Everybody loves those. I'm munching on a candy necklace, which I'm realizing is not super great. The blue one was better. You know, every little girl who grew up in the 80s or 90s, honestly probably most of the boys too, everybody who grew up in the 80s or 90s had these. Plus, I don't know if I show you the pen. They gave us one of these.
Oh yeah.
We just did gnarly trivia. So like an example of a couple of the questions, one of them was the lip-syncing duo had their Best New Artist Grammy Award revoked.
Milli Vanilli.
Yep.
Blame it on the rain.
Oh, he's going to sing it for you too. It was like, what color did ghosts need to be for Pac-Man to eat them? Highest grossing movie of the 90s was Titanic. The one we weren't sure of was this pop boy band name is made up of the last letter of each band member's name. It's in sync.
But to be fair, they came after we were more adults.
Yeah, but we got it right.
We got it right because that's the only one that made sense.
How does it work? Are we getting some of the names wrong of the Backstreet Boys?
It's not the Backstreet Boys.
Or of NSYNC.
That might be a problem right there.
That might be my problem. We can't make it work. But anyway, it was very, very fun. Very fun little trivia game. And the next part of the night is a game called MASH. Okay, who remembers this? Only when we played it, MASH stood for mansion, apartment, shed, and house. And then you would put the cities you might live in, the boys from school that you might end up with.
Mary.
Whether you were going to be married or divorced, whether you were going to be rich or poor, all these different things. And then you make dots, like somebody just does this and make dots on the paper, and then somebody else with their eyes closed says stop. And you count and you cross off every, like, fifth one or whatever based on the number of dots. And you see what you end up with. So this one, the words MASH don't mean anything. But there's dream vacation, retirement location, category of your choice, relationship goals, and long-term personal goals. So we need to sit together and fill this in, and then we'll do the dot thing and we'll see where we end up. So who's excited to see what answers we end up with?
Yeah.
Okay, so we just finished MASH. So here's what we ended up with. He's trying to be a child over there, like an infant.
A baby.
With a spring pop. Our dream vacation is going to be at Wilderness Lodge. Who's surprised?
No.
Our retirement location is Grand Marais, which is up north Minnesota. The vehicle, our dream vehicle that we're going to get, is a windowless panel van.
That's for her serial killerness.
Not that I am a serial killer. I just like to read about them and stuff. Our relationship goals are happily ever after.
It's good that you said that out loud and make sure.
So if he ever dies, I'm not the serial killer that killed him, because our relationship goals...
Because the serial killer will say, yes, I'm the serial killer.
Yes, that's true. Okay, so happily ever after is our relationship goals. Long-term personal goals, good health.
Very nice.
They all seem good, minus the windowless panel van.
Yeah. But that'd be, what if it was like Onward?
It's like Onward. No, it's to deliver supplies to refugees.
Yeah.
And I was trying to think of something really super good we could do. Or Bibles, yes. We're going to need to change the battery out here, so then we'll show you what's next. Okay, so we're having the last treat and the last game of the night. These are grape Kool-Aid, like, what do you call these? Freeze pops? Or ices? Yeah.
Freezies, yeah.
I'll show you his right now because I'm having a hard time getting mine pushed up. How does it taste?
Surprisingly good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine won't push.
Did you open it?
Yeah.
Oh,
there we go.
Hard.
This will be our last date night, just FYI. No, so what they sent us were these 2 packets, empty packets, with the little, like a Ziploc thing on top, and then one little single serve, like the things with the tear-offs that you put in a bottle of water, that was purple grape Kool-Aid.
Yep.
So we just made that and poured them in here. Very, very good.
Yeah.
So that'll be a nice little treat. And then we're going to play this Rad Truth, Dare, or Karaoke is what it's called. It looks like this. So we've got a coin to scratch it off. It looks like you scratch off a box to reveal the challenge, and you either have to perform Truth, Dare, or Karaoke from the 80s or 90s and alternate turns until all the boxes have been complete. So we're going to start playing. If a turn is just too good to not show, then we'll have to show it. Otherwise, we'll let you know what some of them are, because this looks like a lot of fun. We're back. We're done with our date night.
Yeah.
But we wanted to share a little bit about the last game. You can see our ring light in the back. It's not even on. We didn't actually even need it. So we played this Truth or Dare karaoke. It was fun. I mean, I don't sing. I just don't sing.
Yeah.
Not when I'm with anybody. Anyway, I sing when I'm by myself. But I mean, some of the karaoke songs were pretty fun. Oh boy. Some of the Living on a Prayer. Yeah, Living on a Prayer. Let's see. Don't Stop Believing. Billie Jean. I Want to Dance with Somebody. It was. Oh, we also did Walk Like an Egyptian.
Walk like an Egyptian.
I'm sorry, you guys, but music in the 80s and 90s was so much better than it is now. Come on. I just want to go back. And then there were some truths that were like not that really.
No.
Just pretty boring. There were some dares. He did the Thriller dance and moonwalked.
Yep. Thriller.
I think you should give them an example of one of them.
I don't think so.
Yeah, do a little Thriller dance. There you go. Yeah, perfect. We did our best air guitars.
You did.
Yeah, it went like this. That was it. I'm not great at this stuff. One of them was to like reenact a scene from your favorite movie, which I did. I put a stuffed animal up to each side of my face and peered out of the middle because I was reenacting the scene from E.T. where he's in the closet.
You were E.T. in the closet?
Yep, I thought that was pretty good. Yeah, that was kind of the gist of it. It was fun. You just scratched them off of a card and then took your turn.
Yeah. It was a fun night. It was.
Yeah.
Now we want to watch a bunch of old 80s videos and stuff. So
yes,
it got us back in the mood for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we're going to go look up a bunch of stuff on YouTube and kind of like find some moonwalking and see if we can find any, like, what song is this from the 80s or 90s or
name
whatever.
that tune.
Yeah, anything like that. I'm sure we'll find some of that out on YouTube. So I think that's what we're going to do for the rest of the night. But I would highly recommend this, wouldn't you, based on this box?
Yeah.
We're still waiting for the next box, and it's been a little bit of a shipping snafu, but I'm going to reserve judgment on the company for that just yet, because I think COVID has played a huge role in that. So we're waiting a little bit till we get the next box.
And I think, the other situation around the country has caused...
I think that's caused some delays, too. Yep, I think that has caused some delays, too. So, yeah, we're reserving judgment on that to see how they handle it after the fact.
I mean, this was a good box for us because it was right up our age group. So.
Yeah. The only other one that I saw an example of on their website was like the Roaring 20s or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So, but I think they're all very similar in that they provide you with recipes, music, and activities. And then they send you some fun little like props and things to go along with it.
And no, I don't have first-hand knowledge of the 20s. So.
We're not that old. We were just having a little discussion about how, you know, as you get older, if you're watching like current TV and you're thinking, ooh, that person is really good looking, and then you go to look up how old they are and you feel a little bit perverted because you could be their parent. And then you realize how old you are. Or like in our case, we don't watch a lot of new TV. We are rewatchers of everything. Yeah. So we're watching TV we already watched, and maybe we don't feel gross about thinking someone's good looking, but we go to look them up and I wonder how old they are now. Oh, they're 70.
Yeah. Yeah, MacGyver, my favorite show growing up, he's 70 now, Richard Dean Anderson.
He's 70.
And Jack O'Neill.
Stargate, yeah, because that's what we're watching right now is SG-1. But
he's 70.
It's insane.
Oh,
it's insane. We're old. We're old. The people we watched on TV when we were kids are like dying.
Yeah.
They're not dying, but they're old. So yeah, perspective, I guess. But this was super fun for us. Very nostalgic, and we didn't grow up in the exact same time period, but I mean, he's 5 years older than me, so I was a little bit more 90s. He was a little bit more 80s, but we were pretty much right.
I'm a little bit country.
No, I am not a little bit.
She's a little bit rock and roll.
I mean, I was 3.
That was a 70s reference there, Donnie and Marie.
Yeah. And from 1980 to 1989, I mean, I was 3, or to 1990, I was 3 to 13.
And I was, the 80s, I was 8 to 18.
So he really is 100% an 80s kid. I am mostly 80s with a pinch of 90s in high school. But yeah. Anyway, I would 100% recommend this.
That's fun.
So I'll put as many links as I can in the description box. I don't know if it'll just be to the Date Night website or if I can link like the actual websites with some of the music and stuff. I may even send an email and check and see if they would be okay with that, because I don't want to do that if you don't have access. But if nothing else, I'll give you the Date Night in a Box website below so you can go check them out. And you can get one-time boxes. You don't have to get a subscription.
Yeah.
So if you weren't sure about it or you wanted to try it out first, highly recommend at least trying out a one-time box. They also have something called a faith box if you're a Christian and you're looking for something that's got that element to it. So you should totally check them out, because this was really, really fun. Not sponsored, not an ad, nothing like that. We paid for this ourselves.
Especially for boring people like us, we need some ideas to do stuff.
Yeah. And right now, there isn't a lot of stuff we can do.
Well,
even though things are starting to open back up, but we can't sit in a restaurant and eat. I mean, next week we can, but Not right
Sit
now.
outside right now.
And you know, tripped all over my words there. No, I was thinking especially also for people in coming months and who knows how long who are immune compromised or older or, you know, susceptible. You might be inside for a lot longer than the rest of us, and this could be something really fun. So, anyway, successful, I would say.
That's fun.
Really, really fun. So we're probably going to go spend the rest of the night poking around on YouTube looking up 80s and 90s stuff, but now we got to be YouTubey. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, hit the bell if you want to be notified when new videos go up. There will be nothing on the screen that he's pointing at because I'm not clever enough to put that stuff out there yet, but
ding-a-ling.
but yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. We had fun making it. We had fun doing all of this, so see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.